Have you ever felt like life is some kind of puzzle you're supposed to solve? That if you could just find the right answers about success, relationships, meaning, you'd finally get it. But what if life isn't meant to be figured out? What if the constant search for answers is actually what's keeping us from living? Today, we're diving deep into a counterintuitive yet liberating idea. Maybe the point of life isn't certainty, but curiosity. Let's explore. From the moment we're old enough to ask why, we're thrown into a system that rewards answers. School teaches us to memorize them. Society expects us to have them. And social media? It convinces us that everyone else already has them. It's tempting to believe that if we just read the right books, listen to the right voices, follow the right routine, we'll crack the code. But have you noticed? The more you seek certainty, the more it slips through your fingers. This is what philosophers call the illusion of closure. We long for finality, a moment where everything clicks. But the truth is, life keeps evolving, and so do we. Here's a paradox worth sitting with. The harder we chase certainty, the more anxious we become. That's because seeking implies we lack something. It says, I'm not enough yet. But what if the search itself is the problem? The ancient Taoists believed that forcing clarity was like trying to calm water by stirring it. They taught, stop trying to control the river. Let it carry you. In modern terms, sometimes we need to stop thinking and start experiencing. Answers are overrated. Presence is underrated. Existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir saw the ambiguity of life not as a curse, but as a gift. If life has no built-in meaning, then we are free to create our own. This idea can be terrifying because it puts the responsibility on us, but it can also be empowering. If there's no single right path, then you can stop comparing yours to anyone else's. You get to decide what matters. So instead of asking, what's the meaning of life? Try asking, what brings meaning to my life right now? Think about the most meaningful moments in your life. Were they planned? Were they part of some grand design? Or did they happen in the in-between spaces, unexpected, unfiltered, unresolved? That's the magic of not knowing. When we let go of the need to control the story, we start to actually live it. Not as authors with a strict outline, but as curious characters, discovering the plot as we go. Buddhist philosophy reminds us, impermanence is the only constant. Everything changes, and that's okay. When we accept that, we become less afraid of falling and more open to flying. So maybe the real question isn't, what's the answer? Maybe it's, instead of trying to decode the future, we start responding to the present. Instead of demanding life explain itself, we begin to listen, not with the expectation of an answer, but with the openness of wonder. When we shift from needing clarity to embracing curiosity, something beautiful happens. Life stops being a problem to solve and becomes an adventure to experience. So, what if you stopped trying to figure it all out? What if you traded the pressure to have it all together for the permission to explore? You don't need all the answers. You just need enough courage to keep asking better questions. Because maybe, just maybe, the mystery is the meaning.